Okay, this video is aimed at trying to give you guys some pointers and tips on how to answer questions. Alright, now this video looks specifically at structured questions in geography, but if you have handled any other exam type questions, you will realize that the skills are very similar. Also, we are dealing right now with the Cambridge exams for the O-levels for geography, and this is the Singapore paper. However, I hope to do this video in a general sense so that you get a good idea of what to look out for, okay, and the steps in which to answer any structured question. Now, a structured question essentially is a question. It has several items. It has a topic. It refers to a content area. It refers to a particular section in the content area. There are factors which you need to identify and discuss. There are command words which teach you or tell you what the question specifically wants you to do. And there's a mark allocation to tell you how many times you need to repeat the command word, the actions in the command word. And if you look at a typical question, this is how it looks like. The command word here is explain. So this word tells you what to do. You need to explain, give reasons for. This also tells you in this question that it is a topic on forests. So the topic tested is forests. Within the topic of natural vegetation, you realize that there is a subdivision called green lungs of the earth. So this is the factor that is being discussed. On top of that, there is also a conditional command word. Now, it is important for you to pay attention to this conditional command word because this sets the parameters within which the question must be answered. So for example, in this question it says use information from figure 2b. That means only information from figure 2b can be used. Your own understanding cannot be used. In contrast, if this conditional command word or phrase is removed, then you realize that almost any information that you have relating to the topic on forests, for example, and relating to the factor of green lungs of the earth can be used to answer the question. So the conditional command word is extremely important. All right? So at this juncture, you may be asking, how do I know what a command word entails? Well, for different syllabus all around the world, for different exams, they have different definitions for their command word. For example, in the 2235 Geography O-level syllabus, these are the definitions for the various command words. So get hold of this kind of a list for your particular exam and look at how they define the command word, because this will tell you exactly what you need to do. Now once you have this list with you, you can then proceed to answer the question. So let's take the command word describe. This is a question. This is November 2008 question from paper 2. It's question 3. The question reads, describe the pattern of daily calorie intake. It tells you to describe. It tells you that it must only come from figure 2a. It tells you that the topic is on food consumption, and the factor discussed right here is daily calorie intake. Now, the 4 mark allocated here, it means that you need to give 4 descriptions from this figure. Do it 4 times, and that's how you get the 4 marks. So for example, in this answer over here, daily calorie intake, which is the factor that is given in the question, is the highest. Now this is a descriptor. Alright, the word describe requires a descriptor because in the definition, it says give a factual account of distinctive features. So what is the distinctive feature? For example, in this fictitious question, let's say the distinctive feature is that it is the highest. So this is the distinctive feature. This is the descriptor. Alright? Now, in the Cambridge O-level exams, for every descriptor, there must also be evidence. This is because the question says, as shown in figure 2a. If this is not there, then evidence is not needed. But because this is there, it tells you to prove what you have just said. You have just said it is the highest, so prove that it is the highest from these parameters. Alright, so this is what exactly this question means. And the evidence, for example, in this fictitious, let's say the table says this, alright, so we put in the value, and this becomes one complete answer. This makes 1 out of the 4 marks that is allocated. Okay, so do this 4 times, do this 4 times, and you will get all 4 marks. Alright, so this is essentially how you handle a structured question. Okay, so recap. 1, pay attention to the command word. Let me turn to that first page. Look at which topic, which section. See if there are conditional command words. Pay attention to the mark allocation. And repeat it, whatever the command word is, repeat it the number of times that the mark allocation dictates. Alright, and this is how you answer a structured question.